I want to talk about the energy, the mental. See, the powers, the hidden hand, projected. They never forced anybody to do anything. They projected because everybody got free will and free choice. The powers we talking about. The powers projected images. The powers projected narratives. The power projected advertising. And once you see all of these things, hear all of these things, witness these things, you cannot unsee and unhear and unfeel. So, with the powers projecting onto the mental energy, and man, patriarchal energy, being the holder of the logic, Christ energy, and woman being the holder of the feelings and intuition, he had to manipulate us according to that. So if man is the holder of the logic in Christ's conscience, logic on the left, Christ on the right, meaning your feminine and masculine aspect of yourself, your dark and light of yourself, your God and devil of yourself, your give and take of yourself, your help and hurt of yourself. You get me? You got me? Everything that is duality is a part of us. So if the hidden hands is projecting onto the man the narrative, he has taken this in. He did not connect with his intuition. He only connected with his ego or Christ conscious. We all can see it was his ego. Because all the patriarchal energy projected was to war. This is how the 666 is connected to us. And flip the other way, it's 999. 9 ether beings, 6 ether beings. 6 is connected to our neurons, protons, and electrons. And the protons, neurons, and electrons affects how the body functions. So if man has taken in everything using logic on how I can win, how I can win, how I can win, how I can win, how I can get it, how I can get it, how I can get it, how I can suppress, how I can suppress, how I can suppress, how I can deceive, how I can deceive, how can lie, how can I lie, he is ignoring the nurturing aspect of himself, which is the answer. You nurture people, you love people, because the number 6 is connected to war and love, amongst many, many other things, planets. Number 6 is connected to a planet. The 6th day, God created the man, you see, is what is said. So, would man have taken in this narrative for generations? Man and a dog over there. I just want to make sure you don't let the dog loose and there be no misunderstanding out there with me. Because those dogs be trapping trucks. You see what I'm saying? They ain't got enough space to run around. And dogs need to exert their energy. Y'all know dogs. You get me? You got me? Y'all know dogs. Because we got a dog in us too. We got a dog in us. It's like a dog behave. We have that aspect of ourselves because everything is connected. So if the man is only going to use his ego and he's never going to use Christ's conscience, the nurturing side, the loving side, this is how he can never ever connect with the woman and her intuition, because he's trapped in his logic mind. Get, and never give. You see, the opposite of get is to give. So the narrator, the person who's projecting these images, and I don't just mean the government. We have family that have done this to us. My family said to me, what I was saying was crazy. It didn't make sense. And if you say something to a person long enough, they believe it, so you stop saying it because they say it. It's crazy. But how am I or you or anyone supposed to be their authentic self if we have to keep being, saying, doing what someone else says to do? But what they're asking us to say, do, or be does not work for us and the good of all. So when we realize we're doing something that's not beneficial to our mind, heart, and spirit. This is where we should have a connection to understand this energy in this person, place, or thing is a lesson for me to stand up to them and say, this does not work for me. Do you understand? You're asking me to allow you to hurt me, to disrespect me, to hit me, you see, to lie to me, to cheat me, to deceive me, and I'm supposed to be happy with that. Because if somebody asking us to do something that's happy and loving, we would have no problem with doing that. But people are asking us to allow them to violate us, to abuse us, to mistreat us, neglect us, abandon us, violate us, and be okay with it. So it speaks volumes about your energy and your self-worth. Because a person who values their energy, the God in them, the essence, will fight because that essence is in them, and the person outside of them is not giving them that energy, that vibration, that essence. There's a higher source that's giving them their essence, their ability to take a deep breath and blow it out, their heart beating. We have to see where our weakness is, where our strength is. Because the people are not going to come for you when you're strong. They're going to make you deflect from your strength, turn away from your strength, and they want you to focus on you're just weak in this area, you're just weak in this area, you're just weak in this area. When someone is pointing out your weakness, it's for you to go and see what is that weakness so that you can strengthen that weakness, even if it's only to know this is my weakness. And that people will come for me where I'm weak. People will never come for you where you're strong, because they will have to fight you. When you're weak in an area, you're beat. When you're weak, you're beat. So we got to look at the weakness within, the strength within, and find the balance within. That when somebody shows us where we're weak, we have to accept that, because everybody got weaknesses and everybody got strengths. But we have to be able to call out the person in the place doing the thing that goes against us. Being free to be authentic and original. And all of the government is about taking our originality, our authenticity from us and making us be something that we are not, and making us believe we have to being something we are not, when we all have choices. Because who's giving them the choice? The government, the pastor, the school teacher, the parents, your spouse, your children. Who's giving them the choice to do the wrong? But we don't have the choice to do the right. When the world is about duality and finding the connection to the both, we have to open up our minds and the heart chakra, because where the mind goes, the body will follow. So whatever you're taking here, your body is going to follow. And if you're connecting with people who is on a vibration where their mind is going in places that shouldn't be going, and their body is following, and you have interacted energetically and connected with them, you're going to follow as well. Because you're not listening to your mind, where your mind and body should be going. So again, this thing is deep. This about the consciousness that we're going to fight for, and our essence, our soul. The vibration in which we hold, that's our soul. That's connected to the solar system. And we have a body system, you see, an immune system. Everything is connection. So again, we got to stop following people that's not making us expand and elevate, and listen to people who make you think deeper, to ask the questions